There are several misconceptions that or misunderstandings that we either acquire or we come to have as Christians, either on some verses or some teachings of the Bibles. And in these videos that I'm going to share with us today, we take time to unpack or to unravel or to look at some of these misconceptions that we have. In our first videos, we are going to look at this. It is a verse and it's also a teaching. When we are normally encouraged to do good to those who either have issues with us or hate us or our enemies, so that we heap coals of fire on them. Now, for most of us, we think this means so that they can have a kiwaru, but honestly, this is what this means. So let's get into the video and find out what this verse or this teaching is all about.
What heaping coals of fire could also mean. But time I believed that heaping coals of fire meant waru, making someone feel that hot potato. But as I was saying, I listened to this particular sermon and the minister was giving another what it could also mean. But as I'm going on it or to explain on it, I'm going to use two scenarios. Yeah, I'm going to use two scenarios. So the first scenario is this, right? I'm going to be the bad person here. I'm going to take to be the bad person. So in this case, I am the unsupportive friend, right? I'm the unsupportive friend. Then yeah, I'm the unsupportive friend. So example, maybe there is person A who needed my help, but nikaringa nikasema no, I won't help you. I'm not in the mood. I don't feel like not today. Maybe another time. And then like that, I didn't help them. Then as life would have it, I later on come into a situation where I need their help. Now scenario one, person A whom I refuse to help helps me with a good heart. Just helps me. If I need money, they give me money. If I need support, they give me support. If my business was failing, they invest. They show me a few tricks here and there. They just support me. Roho safi, asking nothing in return. And then they go. They don't talk about it with anyone. They don't tell anyone. People are just wondering, hey. Oh, let's say my name is Mary. Mary, your business was failing, but now it's rising up, and maybe I'm expecting this person A would have told everyone, but because person A has not told anyone, I'm like, oh, I was helped, by person A. Person A, hey, people are even wondering. He himself did not say, he has helped me or she has helped me. This person A, clean heart, rosafi, with nothing. Now, scenario 2. This person A helps me, but hey, I will know kabisa I am being helped. They help me, but even the songs they are singing, walinidharau, who's laughing now? Exponential potential. Ombea adui yako, isi siku nyingi, blah 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 blah. Tenda wema nenda zako we. Even if they're helping you, indirectly they're trying to tell you aliye juu ngoja chini, panda ngazi hushuka. They're just giving you hints. My dear, you thought hey, you didn't know life. See life. If someone is helping you with that type of attitude, they are helping you, but they are making sure they are helping you. Yani side comments, yani side treatment, yani attitude, yani, you become a reference in their stories. I tell you, this life, be humble. Don't be like so and so and so. Alikuwa anajifanya, see, I'm the one who Now, if that happens, this scenario too, in our mind or in my mind then, I used to believe heaping coals of fire is scenario 2. Unafanya mtu asikie kiwaru, lazima ajue. But the real sense is, if someone helps, if scenario 2 occurs and that helps you, you will feel bad. Mostly you'll feel embarrassed, you'll feel bad, but at the same time, according to me, what I think is it will be giving me leverage. It will be giving me leverage of holding something against this particular person. So I'll accept your help, maybe because I'm in need of help. I'm in need, so I'll accept your help. Lakini, it will be giving me leverage, being on the defense, attacking you. So in as much as you are helping me, I'll just have that leverage, I'll just have you're just giving me leverage of attacking you next time or doing something. But compared to scenario A where mtu amekusaidia tu roho safi na ameenda, now that is heaping coals of fire. Hiyo ndo inachoma kabisa, yani hiyo unaifeelingi, na see, it's not just embarrassment, you feel it. There is like, I don't know how to explain it, kuna kitu ina happen, you feel it in your spirit, unaifeelingi tu guy, you feel bad. Honestly, you feel bad, and maybe you can even make a decision kuanzia tu leo enyewe I have learnt my lesson, sitadharau mtu. Scenario B, it's you can easily dismiss the lesson. Ananisaidia lakini roho chafu sijui nini. So even if you're being helped, you might not even learn anything because imekupea leverage ya feeling, having a bad negative towards the person who's helping you, because anakusaidia na attitude, so you're like hata kama imenisaidia sijui nini, you might not even end up learning a lesson. But mtu akikusaidia tu roho safi, when they help you roho safi, they want nothing, they help you and they go, wanatenda wema na waenda zao for real. Now then it keeps coal of fire. Kuna venye inakuchomanga, you even say kwanzia leo I will not do this, kwanzia leo ni nini. Although pia nasema kuna watu wanakuanga na roho ngumu, hata ufanyie nini, hiyo coals of fire does not talk them. Yani wako na roho ngumu sijui kama nini, hata utende wema uende zako, they'll forget, and if you need again, watakuacha tu hapo. They are just some weird people out here. But for majority of people, when you do good, evil, clean heart, and you go away, then you heap. There is something, you change their lives, you change their attitude, you can change their perspective about you, you can change their perspective on life on certain level. That is the real heaping of coals of fire. You touch someone on their heart, yani you touch them in a way they will not remain the same. Si mabona vya waru tu eti unasikia waru ki hot potato on your throat, hiyo inakusumbua. It is more than that. In the scenario A, according to me, that works. Mtu alikusaidia roho safi na ulikuwa umemdharau, you had said huyu hataweza nini, and they help you clean heart and they go, and they forget, and they don't publish it, and they don't use you as a reference to anybody else, and they just leave it like that. It just makes you change. It just makes you change something. Yeah, it just makes you change your perspective, and if you can help someone learn something. Now for me, that is the real heaping coals of fire on someone.
Next, we normally have this thing, the us versus them mentality. We are quick to group a situation or an experience into us versus them, and this can be very dangerous in our interactions. But let's get more on that in the next video.
As Christians, do we have each other's back? Do we really? We are just busy. We are just busy trying to poke it. We're just busy trying to find it's like you're trying to find error in every single thing that we are doing. We're just trying to see. I don't know, sometimes it feels like we fight against each other, yet we are supposed, to like have each other's back. And sometimes we are so much caught up in whatever drama that is unfolding, or in whatever it is that we are caught into, we forget that it could be an attack, that maybe the devil is just using that to attack the fellowship of the brethren. Sometimes we miss out on that. Yeah. And this is inspired by this story. There was it was about just prayers. A certain group of people rose and went to pray, and all of a sudden everybody was saying, Aki, they are good people, they like to pray. Aki, what, they are wonderful people. Aki, they when you wanaomba, wow. But prior to that, a week earlier, Christians just like them were praying for a whole week. And what were they saying? Wanajifanya, wana pretend, wanataka waonekanwe, sijui. If you want to pray, go lock yourself in a room, which is okay, which is written, but the context of which it was being used, it was like Christians were attacking other Christians for praying. You even wonder, what's wrong with praying? If someone is rising up to go and pray, na sasa amekwambia tuende tuombe, amesimama mwenyewe anaenda kuomba, what, mbona inakuuma? And then why When we are praying as Christians, we attack each other. But when other people are praying as Christians, all of a sudden they're doing what's good. Why? Why do we do this to each other? Sometimes we are so blind, we don't see that when you are busy attacking that other person and you are a brethren, perhaps the devil could just be using you to discourage someone from praying, that we are the cause. It's like we fight against each other, yet we are the body of Christ. We are supposed to pull each other up, encourage each other up, build each other up. If someone is praying, if you have nothing better to say, just keep quiet. Keep quiet. Why mock them? Why laugh at them? Why judge them? Why condemn them? And them praying does not affect you in any way at all. Said nasa sieti pia na kuombea. Sa ni nini inakuanga inatuwasha sana that we cannot stand, we cannot phantom. Tukiona crusade, we're like, crusade, wamekuja tena walokole, sijui nini. But if you see someone there selling something, you're like, selling, umeshangamka. Lakini kani crusade, all of a sudden, all of a sudden it's something bad, it's something that is interfering, I don't know, with your ears, with your noisy. Why? And the funny part is the people who do this are not anyone from the outside, ni sisi wenyewe, those of us who call us Christian. Why do we do this? Why? This is like a reflection. If you're the one who is busy condemning them, why do you do that? So wachani tu na yeye. Hivyo tu. It will cost you nothing. But sometimes we are so caught up in us versus them, we versus them, we forget that us versus them, we mocking each other. That in itself is a strategy from the enemy to divide the church, to divide the fellowship of the brethren. Think about this.
Lastly, we've had it been said that it is not what you do, it is okay, it's not what you say, it is how you say it. In the same manner, it is not what you do, it is why you're doing it. That when God looks at us, he doesn't just look at our actions, he also looks at our motives. So our motives are very important in whatever it is that we are doing. This is what is expounded in the next video.
As in, what is the cut line between, cutting out people who are not for you, are not supporting you, people who are just taking you for a right, and what Jesus says, that if you only do good to those who do good to us, then what's the difference between us and Pharisees? Like, what is the difference? And let's go practical. For example, if I open my shop, I've opened my shop here, I'm selling my bread, my milk, just an ordinary shop, not even a big one. Normal kiosk, normal shop, I'm selling my stuff, I'm trying to stand on my 2 feet, yeah, right? Yeah, and then I have a friend. This friend leaves my shop and goes to another shop to go and buy, maybe to go and buy milk, to go and buy bread. And remember, our prices are the same. I sell my milk at 50, I sell my bread at 50, the other shop sells the milk at the same price. Then this friend leaves my shop. This is my friend. They leave my shop. They don't buy from me. They go and buy from someone else. And to make matters worse, they have never, since I opened that shop, they have never even once come, hata kununua tupatko, they have never come and bought it, right? And then, as life would have it, they open their own salon. They open at their own salon, and then here they come, they bring for me their brochure. So you put for me this poster, put for me this poster here in your shop, also come to my salon. Sasa, what will you do? Ile, honestly, for sure, will you put that poster on your shop? Will you go to that salon? Ile cha ukweli, let us be honest. You have opened your business. They have never, not even once, come in. Even Ko, even Patco, even Cool Kawia One Bob, they have never even bought. Even to ile baraka tu za bure, ile Mungu akubariki, they have never said anything. And then this person comes and tells you, I want you to come to my salon. Utaenda kweli? Will you even put that poster in your shop? The truth is, cha ukweli kabisa, the truth is, most of us, we will either not go or we will struggle with not going. And it is very understandable. From a human perspective, it is very understandable. Because, inauma, for sure, it pains, inauma, for sure kabisa. But, we go back there again. Because again, Jesus says, if we love only those who love us, then aren't you already receiving our reward here in heaven? Because it almost seems like it's a tit for tat. If I do this for you, you do this for me. If I support you, you support me. So it means then we're already receiving our reward here on earth. So that means if I support those who only support me, it means I'm receiving my full reward hapa on earth. Kwisha, because it's like a tit for tat, give and take. Actually, it's a give and take, and it's like a tit for tat. So at the end of the day, the truth is we already receive a reward here on earth, and that's the end of it. Yet still, I cannot take the fact that inauma and it pains, inauma and it pains. So the question is then, what do we do? Or rather, what am I saying? So this is what I'm saying. So going back to that example, for example, if this friend of mine opens a salon, gosh, it's windy. What? For example, if this particular lady opens a salon, right, and they invite me, if another friend who supported me has a salon, I will become a loyal customer to that friend who supported me. Because at the same time, it will be so unfair to leave this friend who has shown me support all this time, nimwache too, and then I go to this other particular person. Yet still, this other weird friend who does not want to support others, I will still support them. I will stay. For example, I can go once in a blue moon, like once in 3 months, and then they do my nails. I will wish them the best, but I will not lie here and pretend it and become a regular customer. No. If I already had another salon, I will not become a regular customer. But once in a while, I'll be popping in, maybe buy braids, get my nails done, those other things, support them. Even if they don't support me back, I will still do it, because we are called to a higher calling than doing good for only those who do good to us, supporting only those who support us. Because if that's the only thing we do, then it comes down to we have already received our reward here on earth. Inamaanisha wewe na reward yako imeishia tu hapa, because we are called to higher than loving those who only love us, supporting only those who support us. However, sisemi sasa you ignore those who have supported you. No, those who supported you, support them back. It is good for business. It helps us build each other up. But hata when you are to support, it is also good for us to support them. And mainly because we are supposed to do, we are supposed to repay good. If someone does you evil, don't repay evil. You repay good with it. That's my take. That's what I seriously believe. Akifungua hapo nitaenda. Or maybe on a larger scale, this is on a smaller scale. On a larger scale, if someone is launching something, maybe I was launching my whatever, my boutique, etc, my business. Then I invited friends, and then one friend did not come. Mama, that unsupportive friend did not come. And then them on the day when they're launching their things, if they invite me, I'll go. You should also go. Just go and show them that support. Wish them all the best. Tell them I pray for you, and really pray for them. Wish them all the best. Bless their business, nini, and just wish them the best. But just because they didn't come for your launch, just because they didn't wish you all the best, tusiseme mimi nijipate kwa launch yake. Hapana, because at the end of the day, we are not called for tit for tat. We are Christians. We are called for higher calling. If they invite you for that launch, go support them. Although they didn't support you, although they will never support you, just go wish them the best and leave them to God, because we are supposed to do good, not only to those who do good to us, but actually even those who wish us evil, we are supposed to do them good. But when it comes to practical kabisa kwa ground, inakuanga ngumu, it's so hard, but by the grace of God, we can do it. You support them once in a while, but this does not mean ignore those who have been supporting you. No, keep supporting those who have been supporting you. But those who don't support you, you support them in whatever capacity you can, then leave them.
Lastly, we have come to the end of the video. However, if you've enjoyed this video, I highly recommend watching the next videos that I have linked in the pinned comment and also in the descriptions. This next group of videos talk or takes us through the importance of us having a knowledge on self. Some of us, or most of us, if I can say, we move around in life not knowing why do we behave the way we behave, such that so many things get us unprepared. If you don't know what your triggers are, if you don't know what your weaknesses are, if you don't even know what your strengths are, in short, if you don't have knowledge on yourself, you can miss out, one, on opportunities. Two, you can also fail to master self-control, not because you lack self-control per se, but because you have lacked some knowledge on self. So it is very important as a human being and even as a Christian to have knowledge on self. For example, what makes you happy? What makes you angry? How do you behave when you are hungry? Ja, how do you behave? What triggers you to become angry? What is it that when somebody does, it makes you become angry? What are your triggers to joy? It is always good to know some of these things so that when something that will trigger you is almost happening, you can either excuse yourself or come up with coping mechanisms. But if we don't have knowledge on self, it is so easy for minor things to throw us off balance, for us to miss opportunities, for us to quote unquote misbehave in certain situations, not because we could not manage ourselves better, but because we have lacked knowledge on ourselves. It is therefore important to know who you are. Yes, know who you are in Christ. You are a chosen generation and all those wonderful things, but even know yourself individually. What makes you angry? What makes you happy? What are your mood boosters? How do you get yourself up when you feel low? Having knowledge of this helps us, one, manage ourselves better, two, even have better experiences in life. So I recommend the next 3 videos. One, we talk about the importance of self-knowledge. Two, we talk about triggers to our emotions. And then also the third video. Check these videos out, pinned on both the comment section and in the description. These are videos that will bless you and bless your heart. Thank you so much for your time. Until next time, have a blessed month.